In this video, we're going to take a look at the 10 most expensive Liverpool signings ever. Liverpool is a club that is extraordinarily rich in history, astonishing Champions League nights, and plenty of titles by their back. Yes, it is true that they have not won as many titles in their Premier League era, but they have tried their very best to secure them. Whether it be during the tenure of Rafa Benitez or Brendon Rogers or Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool have tried to get to the top of English football. And that with the help of some extraordinary players that cost some extraordinary money too. But which of the stellar signings from Suarez to Torres to Allison were the most expensive of their signings? We'll take a look at that shortly, but before we do, I'd like to tell you that these videos come to you for free. In order to show support to our channel, please subscribe to us with the notifications bell. Also, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoy our videos. Okay, now that we're all set, get an ice-cold beer and we'll dive right into the 10 most expensive Liverpool signings ever. Number 10. Roberto Firmino. Roberto Firmino is one of the players who features on the famous songs by Liverpool fans which went viral, which reads, "We've got Salah, oh Mane Mane, and Bobby Firmino." One of the trio that formed the much-feared trio of Salah, Mane and Firmino, this centre-forward joined the club in the 2015-2016 season for a price of £36.9 million from a relatively lesser club of the Bundesliga known as TSG Hoffenheim. He had already played a total of 330 games for the club and netted 98 times, with the 2017 and 2018 season being his best, where he scored 27 goals in 54 matches he started. Number 9. Sadio Mane. A Senegalese football player, Sadio Mane is 9th on the list of the most expensive signings by Liverpool. A left winger, Sadio Mane is one of the many prized assets that Liverpool have taken away from Southampton Football Club in recent times. During his signing in the 2016 and 2017 season, Sadio Mane cost Liverpool £37.8 million. Although Mane has joined the Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich and has been able to score 4 goals in 4 appearances, his numbers for Liverpool weren't bad either. In a total of 269 games he played for Liverpool, he scored 120 goals, out of which 90 were scored in the Premier League. Apart from his footballing prowess, Mane has been known to donate heavily to social causes in his hometown, where he has donated more than £750,000 for the construction of schools and hospitals. It is no wonder that he is adored equally as a footballer and as a person by all Liverpool fans. Number 8. Mohamed Salah. 8th on the list of the most expensive Liverpool signings is Mohamed Salah. Salah has been synonymous with Liverpool ever since he joined the club. The first year of this Egyptian maestro was a miracle of sorts as he was able to bag 32 goals in a Premier League season. While achieving this feat, he was able to outdo the highest goal tally of Cristiano Ronaldo and Thierry Henry for a Premier League season, something that skyrocketed him to the stellar position of forwards in the Premier League. Ever since, he has regularly turned up for big moments in Liverpool, such as scoring a penalty in the final of the Champions League under Jurgen Klopp. He also scored a goal against Everton in the 2018 Premier League season, which won him the Puskas Award. Turning and tiptoeing his way around the Everton players, Salah left-footed the ball at the back of the net with a plump, something he has done a number of times during his Liverpool career. In a total of 258 games played for Liverpool, he has already netted 359 times. Looking back at those achievements in hindsight might help you reflect that the £37.8 million that Liverpool spent on Salah to get him from Roma might not have been all that a hefty price to pay after all. Number 7. Diego Jota. Wolves were a team whom everyone feared. The atmosphere of the club, the playing style forwarded by their then-coach Nuno, and with players like Diego Jota, they could and did do the double on champions Manchester City. This is why Liverpool got Jota from them at a price of £40.23 million. and he has not disappointed the club. Despite facing a stiff competition as he is amongst the likes of Salah, Mane and Firmino, Jota was able to net 13 times in the 2020 and 2021 season in the 30 appearances that he made, and in the 55 games he played the following season, he scored 21 goals. With Mane leaving to play in the Bundesliga, it will be interesting to see if he can fill in the Mane-sized hole at Liverpool FC. Number 6. Fabinho. Fabinho is regarded as one of the best holding midfielders in the English game, with Gary Neville saying that for him, Fabinho is the best in his position. His versatility, a link-up play and the ability to punch in a few goals is something that might make him a modern-day great, given that he can keep up his standards and probably improve. This is why Fabinho's transfer fee of £40.5 million from Monaco in the 2018 and 2019 season doesn't feel like such a hefty price after all. Despite being a holding midfielder, he has already scored 11 goals for the club and a total of 174 matches for the club in 4 full seasons shows how much the club relies on him. Number 5. Christian Benteke. Christian Benteke, although being on the list of the top 5 most expensive Liverpool signings ever, might be something that Liverpool fans look at with sour grapes. He didn't perform as well as he was expected of him, and most scousers feel that the £41.85 million spent on him to get him from Aston Villa could have been better spent on other players. He scored a mere 9 goals in his first season at Liverpool in 2015 and 2016, which meant that he wasn't quite the right fit for Liverpool, who had to sell him for £27 million to Crystal Palace. Every club has a number of players whom they invest heavily in but don't get back their rewards. It wouldn't be unfair on Benteke to say that he was Liverpool's FC's such player. Number 4. Naby Keita. Central midfielder Naby Keita signed for Liverpool in the 2018-2019 season from RB Leipzig for £54 million, making him the 4th most expensive signing in Liverpool's history. He missed much of Liverpool's 2020 and 2021 campaign and played only 10 games that season, failing to score a goal. He has missed many of Liverpool's campaign in other seasons as well because of injuries or other problems. So there are some skeptics who believe that he hasn't quite lived up to the expectations of the club as well as his transfer fee. There are also talks about him leaving this season, but with injuries to other midfielders of Liverpool, such as Thiago, it will be interesting to see how the situation with Keita pans out in the future. Number 3. Allison Becker. After a horror show by goalkeeper Loris Karius in the Champions League final in 2018, Liverpool knew that they had to buy a keeper of the highest class. After all, without the 2 goals virtually spilled by Karius that day, who knows how the final might have turned out. So Liverpool and Klopp searched for a top keeper, and they got Allison from Roma at a price of £56.25 million, making him one of the most expensive signings in Liverpool history and the then most expensive goalkeeper in history. And the money spent on Allison has definitely been worth it. In 2019, he was named the best goalkeeper by FIFA. He's also been able to win a Premier League, a Champions League, EFL Cup and FA Cup at Liverpool. Allison was one of the many pieces of the puzzle that Klopp had to get right to achieve such delightful success in recent times. And number 2, Virgil van Dijk. As soon as Jurgen Klopp set foot as a manager at Liverpool Football Club, the results were there for everyone to see. The heavy metal football that Liverpool played was often referred to as Gegenpressing, which is a German word for counter-pressing. Although Liverpool did score a plethora of goals under Klopp, what was disconcerting to them was the amount of goals they were conceding. So they got the best defender in the world, Virgil van Dijk, for the best price for a defender at that time. With a whopping price of £76.19 million, many didn't know if Van Dijk would be able to match up to Liverpool's expectations. But he did, and he did so with such confidence. Alongside Allison, he has been the rock that holds Liverpool's defence steady. With his towering height and excellent control, he has also been able to net 16 goals in 185 appearances for Liverpool, making him one of the most popular Liverpool players. Coming in at number 1, Darwin Núñez. The most expensive of all Liverpool signings has been Darwin Núñez. Signed from Benfica this season for a stellar £85 million, only time would tell if the hefty price tag tied to him will really be worth it. But this wasn't the first time that Núñez had broken a transfer fee record. When he joined a club named Almeria in the second division of the Spanish league, he had broken the transfer fee record for the club. The same was true when he joined Benfica for €24 million, making him the most expensive player in Portuguese footballing history. He did the same when he joined Liverpool. With a string of world record fee signings, Núñez promises to bring back the Premier League to Liverpool. With Liverpool stuttering in the first few games of the season, Núñez's performances will be something to look out for this season. Which of these 10 most expensive Liverpool signings has been your favorite, and which of them have you been frustrated with? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to send us a thumbs up in case you liked the video. Please subscribe to our channel to not miss out on new videos, and we will see you soon with a new footballing video. But in the meanwhile, you can watch the video on the screen.